Whoa.
Okay, we'll be airborne in no time here. Ready? Here goes nothing. Tower Maple 41, switching to departure. Maple 22 rather.
Maple 22, contact departure.
Yeehaw!
Oh, wow, that's great.
Passing 2,500 for 10,000.
So I guess these are short takeoff, but not short landing aircraft.
Well, actually, you can land pretty short. Departure, Maple 22.
Wow.
Burlington departure, Maple 22.
Maple 22, Burlington departure radar contact, proceed on course to Yankee.
Maple 22 on course to Yankee, passing 7 for 10.
Radar 680, that's VFR traffic not observed at this time. Squawk radar service terminated. You can cancel with me in the air on the ground 121.7.
Okay, they've cleared us all the way directly to the airspace.
Okay.
We've kind of taken our time, but we're going to kind of cross over the Camel's Hump area where 89 goes through the mountains.
Yep.
Try and point everything out to you. We'll go pretty close to, oh shoot, we forgot to look at where your dad's is, but
Well, actually, if you're going to follow the interstate,
we'll get close to it.
well, actually, you can see the reservoir from here.
Maple 91, you are VFR, climb at your discretion, and contact Boston Center on 282.2.
Well, Willie, it might be a little bit...
Okay.
It might be a little bit hard to see because of low line fog.
An appointment for the Air Route 631, so they may ask you about that.
Okay, we'll handle that with that thing.
Maple 22, contact Boston Center 135.7.
Maple 22, 135, say it. 7, see it. Boston, Maple 22 is with you, passing 9.2 for 10,000.
Maple 22, Boston Center, climb and maintain 15,000 through 17,000.
Maple 22 is passing 9.6 for the block 15 to 17. Okay, Willie, over there on the right side, you can see the bald spot.
Yep.
That's Camel's Hump. It's a little different from this perspective.
Oh, yeah.
Boston, good
Okay,
morning.
you see the reservoir down there on the left?
Yep, actually, if you go pretty much straight, you'll go right over my house anyway.
Okay. Well, we're pretty much going right towards the White Mountains anyway.
Yeah.
Can you see? I'm going to roll the airplane. You see the highway
Yeah.
underneath us?
Yeah.
11 and 167 radial to Basu intersection, direct Bedford.
Good morning, Boston, Maple 91.
South Sierra Alpha, the intersection is Basu, BASSU.
Okay, I'm going to roll the airplane again so you can look a little bit. That should be down here somewhere,
Maple.
probably.
Well, actually, my house is right down here.
Hey, good morning, sir. We're looking for flight following to the air.
Right on the other side.
AR631. We've got a ARCT of 0855 local.
Maple 9111 and Alpha.
Oh, will we come back?
Actually, we're like right over it, right now.
3025, thank you.
Willie, by the time we come back,
Okay.
well, it'll be a little bit clearer down there, and that fog will have burned off a little more.
Oh, okay.
So
Great.
when we come back, we should be able to see it a bit better.
Maple 22, what's the requested altitude in the Yankee?
Maple 22, I'll take as low as you have up to 18,000.
All right, you can expect that. Maple 22, 11 and altimeter is 3025.
Maple 22, 3025. Okay. See the Marymount Pilger Airport down there?
Yep.
On the right side. And let's see. Gosh, I'm trying to think of what else. Without a chamber card, we can only go so high.
Yeah.
We're at 15, a little over 15,000 feet right now.
We'll get out over to Maple 22, you're cleared to operate Yankee 1, flight level 180 and below, until 13380.
Okay. And Maple 22, Yankee 18,000 and below till 1330, thanks.
Where are the quarries?
Maple 901, contact Boston Center, 381.4, make your request there for the refueling track.
I understand 384.1 for Boston for Maple.
Tell you what, I'm going to go a little bit faster on there so we can have a little more
Make
fun
the
out
request
there.
for receipt on that frequency.
Okay, Maple. Push 381.4.
Feeling okay?
I feel fine. This is great.
Great.
Canada
Tell you what,
381,
Been pretty
maintain
smooth so
11,000.
far.
While we're going out to the airspace, how about if I demonstrate an aileron roll to you?
Okay.
Okay? I'll do the first one kind of slow, and then we'll quicken it up as you feel like it.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
I'll start it to the left.
Okay.
I'm just going to roll all the way around.
Oh.
Yeah, there's an aileron roll. And we can do it a lot quicker.
Sure.
All right. Here's a quicker one. We can go quicker than that too.
Sure. I feel fine so far.
All right, just make sure you let me know. All right.
Okay.
Here's a quick one.
It's like being at the fair.
Yeah, it is a little bit. The airplane is extremely forgiving. It'll do basically what you want in the sense of it's got more than enough power to go, as fast as you want. So it's just fun for you.
Is that Interstate 91 we're crossing?
Yes, it is, because this is the Connecticut River Valley right here.
Okay. Wow, it doesn't take long to get here, does it?
No, and we kind of took our time, to be honest.
Huh.
I don't want to go too
Sterling
fast.
3691, Boston Southern
Is that
Climate,
Gilman
maintain
Dam over
16,000.
there on the left?
The what now?
Is that the Gilman Dam over there on the left?
I don't know. It probably is.
Huh.
But I'm not that. It's well north of Lebanon. We're looking kind of over towards the Northeast Kingdom over there.
Yeah.
For Canada 381, roger. Who else called?
Okay, here's an interesting one. You see down there, looking off your right side,
Yeah.
Tower 991, Boston
very
Southern,
low
roger.
down there, there's a white Cessna airplane that's going south.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, you can find airplanes like that, and you can, you just have to be careful. You're not going to ever hit them or anything.
Right. Or scare them.
Yeah, you can scare them pretty good too. Okay, we're over into New Hampshire, and we're starting to get up, definitely into the kind of the Franconia
Air
Notch area.
Canada 381, contact Montreal, Bravo
We'll get up into that
118.9.
valley here in just a second, and we'll try a couple of aerobatics or
Goodbye.
whatever you like.
Okay.
Let me check our fuel state. I always have to check and make sure that the engine's getting plenty of gas.
Seems like you'd figure out quick if it wasn't.
Well, yeah, you probably would, but you always make sure that sort of the immediate flow is going to
Right.
be okay. And I'm going to talk to Boston, see if they'll let us just leave their frequency so we don't have to hear them.
Okay.
Boston, Maple 22, request discreet.
That's approved, Maple 22.
Maple 22.
90582, descend and maintain.
There, we're going to have to listen to a little bit of guard anyway. Okay. Well, here's, I forgot, I think this is 93.
Oh, right.
Comes
Yeah.
up through the Franconia Notch area. We're coming up on that. We're already in that airspace we were talking about.
Uh-huh.
So basically, we can do what we like. If you like, I don't know, would you like a loop or something like that?
Sure.
Okay, tell you what, I'm going to lose a little bit of altitude. See how easy it is to control?
Oh, yeah.
It's a piece of cake. This airplane's wonderful. Okay, we're going we're about 0.85 Mach. I'm going to go ahead and speed it up. You ready for a G? Or it's going to be a little bit of G.
Okay.
All right, but here goes the loop.
Okay.
All right, we're just at 4 Gs. Okay, and now we'll come back down the other side. How was that?
Well, that was great. Oh.
Okay.
Boy, you can't pick your head up in one of those, can you?
Oh, that was just 4 G's.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, if you start feeling more G's, and there's a lot more where that came from,
I'm sure.
it will really hurt. In fact, if you like, we can try and give you just a high G turn, just a level turn.
Sure.
Okay, what I'm going to warn you is to have your helmet back kind of resting against the ejection seat head there. That way, when it gets really heavy, it won't hurt too much.
Okay.
All right, but I'm going to start out by selecting afterburner.
Okay.
I'll let that kick in. You can feel it going.
Yeah.
More speed. We'll start into a high G turn. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, here goes. Still there?
I'm still here.
All right. We didn't get all the way to 9. We got to 8.4 though.
Wow.
All right, that was just for a second. I just want you to kind of imagine a little bit. You felt how painful that was.
Uh-huh.
Now imagine doing that time after time and doing it for much longer periods. That's what a dogfight's all about.
God, you gotta do that. And then still pay attention to the other guy too, huh?
Oh, absolutely. While he's trying to shoot you and while you're trying to shoot him.
Well.
So, you know, you can imagine it gets pretty hard.
I bet.
But it, you know.
I bet it gets easier the more you do it, though.
You bet it does.
Yeah.
You bet it does. Tell you what, how would you like to do a little flying?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to release control of the airplane to you.
Okay.
You can put your hands on the stick and the throttle.
Okay.
Okay, why don't you fly us around, maybe give me an aileron roll or something like that.
Okay, I'm doing it now.
All right. Yep,
Okay.
you can get a feel for it as you feel like it. There you go.
Wait, are we upside down? Oh, we're upside down, aren't we?
Yep, yep, you're doing fine. Okay, yeah, you can feel it's quite sensitive.
Oh, yeah, it really is.
Yeah. You can just kind of turn us around or do what you like in here, you know, it's definitely up to you.
Boy, the people here must get used to your shows.
Well, yeah, to be honest with you, most of the time they're not happy because they hear the noise.
Yeah.
We try to not tick them off too much.
Yeah. Whoa. So when you do it, do you watch the horizon or do you watch the instruments?
Well, most of the time I'm looking through the HUD and seeing the real world behind it also.
Huh.
So you see that screen on the right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see that little like airplane type symbol?
Yeah.
Here, how about if I take the airplane for a moment? Okay, it's my airplane.
Okay.
Watch, you see how that's stable within the field?
Yeah.
That long line that you see, the solid line, is the horizon.
Okay, all right.
Okay, there you can see I'm going to dip it down, and you can see that 5 dash line.
Yeah.
That's 5 degrees nose low.
Okay.
All right, so I can see my attitude just looking in the HUD. Right now we're doing about 300 knots calibrated. Okay, on the right side you can see a box with another tape. It's reading 14,900 now.
Right.
Okay, that's the altitude.
Is that above sea level or above the ground?
That's above sea level. If you look down at the base of that that same scale, there's an R with a box and a number.
Yeah.
That's the height above the ground measured by a radar altimeter.
So is that the more important one?
Well, it depends on what you're doing.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it can kind of vary. It really kind of depends on what you're up to.
Yeah.
Here, let me run kind of down closer towards the Lake Winnipesaukee area. You can see a little bit of that. But you can see right now, if you look at the little airplane symbol, okay?
Yeah.
There's below that, there's a 162 in the box.
Yeah.
That's my magnetic heading.
Okay.
And that's like a compass that rolls around. You see it how it's rolling?
Yeah.
Okay. Over on the left bottom side, or let's start at the left top. You see the 1.1 there?
Yeah.
That's the current G loading on the airplane.
Okay.
Okay. So I can make it, you know, more G, or I can go even a little bit light in the seat, a little bit of negative almost. Feel that?
Yeah.
You can see that number change around. Down below the airspeed scale there, you see the word SIM, S-I-M.
Yep.
That means that I'm in a simulated mode to shoot weapons or whatever else I may have. Okay? I could be in Master Arm, or that could be blank, or it'll say a whole set of different other things, depending on what sort of weapons I have chosen and stuff like that. Down below that, you see a .62 right now?
Yeah.
That's the Mach I'm at, .62
Oh, okay.
Mach. The number below that, the 8.4, that's the total G loading that we've felt so far in the flight, 8.4. And that NAV nav is just another one of the weapons type modes that I can use, called the navigate mode actually. It keeps me just navigating. Out the left wing you can see all of Lake Winnipesaukee.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to turn kind of to the right because we're on the southern border basically of that airspace. And run back up towards the north. And we have mock dogfights in this airspace all the time, along with several other places in the region. In fact, we often have like A-10s come up, or F-18s from Canada.
Oh, is that right?
You bet.
I knew the A-10s came because I'd seen the complaints about those, but...
Well, there's good and bad.
Well, they fly a lot lower, so...
Well, this will fly just as low.
Yeah.
You know, there's no difference there. It's just that they won't be able to fly up high.
But they need to fly low to do their mission, don't they?
Well, to a point. There's good and bad to that. And it depends exactly on what the mission is. Sometimes it's an advantage to be low, sometimes it's an advantage to be high. So it really kind of depends. Let me try and show you a little bit of the air-to-air radar.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to have a whole lot of chance to, there's not a whole lot of air traffic out here right now. But looking on that left screen,
Yeah.
okay, there's a little, like a T symbol moving back and forth on the bottom.
Yeah.
That's where the antenna's looking, left and right.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's all the way at the left now, going through the center, back to the right. All
Is
the way
that
to
is the antenna in the nose?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yep. It also is searching up and down. Okay, so it's trying to view a big block of space out in front of us. Now the screen, you can see that little two lines with the two numbers on it moving around. That's what we call the cursor. I'm controlling that with like a little joystick type thing on the throttle.
Okay.
Now if I can find a radar target, I'll try and lock it up for you. But basically all the rest all the rest of that information relates to the radar and how I can employ it as a weapon. Oh, here we go. Here's an airplane at 30,000 feet at about 50 miles from us. Okay, I've locked onto it now. And it tells me that his heading is 280 degrees. He's at about 220 knots, or 50 knots now. I'm closing at him at about 520 knots. And if you look up in the HUD, you see next to the airplane, there's a box now.
Yeah.
That box tells me exactly where to look to see him. So if I look in that box, he's still, what, 45 miles away. So I'm not going to be able to see him quite yet. But if I just keep closing and getting closer and closer to him, I'll eventually find him right in that box. So the radar can help you visually find somebody. It can also allow you to shoot radar missiles and the like at him. But this guy is just, you know, he's probably somebody coming over from London or Paris and going to like Chicago or something.
At 220 knots, don't they go faster than that?
Well, at 250 knots, and believe it or not, at 31,000 feet, that's about 0.8 Mach.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, so that's doing okay at that altitude.
You don't have the capacity to read their squawk or whatever it's called?
No, not in this airplane. Other F-16s could do that, and other fighter airplanes could do that, but this one will not. Now, that was one of the things we lost, but we gained a whole bunch of other things when we went from the A to the C model.
Is the C more advanced then?
Yeah, it is, but it's kind of like it lost a couple things that were really nice to have, and that was one of them. That ability to look at the squawk of an airplane. I'm going to kind of circle around a little bit to the left. We're kind of up in the north east corner. Out there on the right side is Mount Washington. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pick it out with the... Oh, yeah, there it is. It's right off the right wing. But it's kind of hard to see. The clouds are right there. Let's see. What else can I show you here real quick? We got about another, 15 minutes or so that we can kind of mess around out here, and then we'll have to head on home.
Okay.
But here, I'll let you fly some more anyway. Let me head us back towards the middle of the airspace.
Ooh.
See a little turn. This airplane is extremely maneuverable, which gets lost on a lot of people. Like, let's say I wanted to reverse my turn right now.
Uh-huh.
I can just flip it around this way, turn this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's extremely maneuverable. Tell you what, I'll let you fly. You ready to do it again?
Yeah.
Okay, you got the hands on the stick and the throttle.
Okay. Got them both.
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep it straight and level.
Well, just, play with it a little bit and see how,
Okay.
feel it out a little bit, because it's all a force transducer. It doesn't matter how much you actually move the stick.
Huh.
What matters is how hard you pull it or push it or whatever.
Oh, huh. Does it actually move very much?
Not very much. Very, very little. It's just enough to give you a tactile sense of what's going on.
Well, I can see why pilots like what they do so much.
Yeah. Tell you what, I'm going to have to reduce the altitude a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm going to take the airplane back for a sec. You're doing a good job, because you always keep us going higher. There are those that just want to get lower and lower and lower.
Now, we'll save that for you.
Here, but I'll tell you what. Let's, we can have a look at down here without, really violating any rules or anything. We'll just get a little bit closer to the ground just so that you can kind of see it a little better.
Okay.
One of the things you're always going to do is make sure you're not about to drop on top of another little airplane.
That sounds reasonable, too.
Yeah. Nobody likes ruining your day that way.
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Altitude. Altitude.
That's Bitchin' Betty just telling me, hey, you're getting lower, dummy. But here we are, we're still at about 5,000 feet. And all I can tell you is we'll fly low levels typically at 500 feet, although I've flown them many times down at 300 feet.
Wow.
And trust me, there's a big ground rush running around when you're doing that.
I bet.
But you can see the mountains down here are very pretty.
Yeah.
And we're flying low levels. It's just beautiful flying around in this kind of an area.
Yeah, but you must have to concentrate on their flying and not on the scenery.
Yeah, you do have to devote a lot of your attention to that kind of thing. But at the same time, you can imagine it's quite pretty.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just possible. We might have a hiker or two up here on the mountain.
Huh. Which mountain is this?
I'm not even sure.
Huh.
I could probably pick it off a map, but I'm not sure exactly which one we're looking at. Because we're right here in the notch area, the Franconia notch area. But yeah, there's somebody up there on top of the mountain. But they're right over there on the top, on the left.
Huh. I don't see them, but I believe you.
Yeah, there's a few folks out there.
Yeah.
And then here's, I forgot which ski area top on the left. Every now and again, we aren't going to go swipe a gondola or anything at this kind of altitude, but I've come in close enough that I've watched people falling off their skis as they were looking up at me. But there we are. You know, it's very pretty, obviously, up here in the White Mountains. I personally am a little bit partial to the Green Mountains, just because I think they're prettier.
Hey, I always have too, but then maybe we're just partial because that's where we live.
Yeah, could be. But you know, it sure as heck isn't ugly over here either.
No.
Anyway, here we are. You know, you want to fly again?
Sure.
Okay, it's your airplane.
God.
After a little bit of getting used to it, I found I just put my hand on the stick and I kind of think about where I want to go, and it just kind of happens.
Yeah, I can see how you do that. I mean, you do that when you drive a car, sort of.
Yep, yeah, exactly. You get used to it, you just can kind of, you know, almost feel your way around.
Yeah. How many hours do you have?
Total hours in fighter-type airplanes about 2,000. But in this airplane, it's about 1,600 or so.
What other fighters have you flown?
Just the A-10. I've flown multiple different versions of this airplane, the F-16, and the A-10. And obviously, you know, the trainers that they teach in. Can you see the cloud bank that we're kind of playing with at the moment?
Uh-huh.
One of the fun things to do is kind of chase the clouds around.
Do you ever think about it much, about the actual idea of combat, or is it just more the thrill of what you do?
No, to be honest with you, the vast majority of my concentration is on the combat issues.
Yeah.
There's very little time, really, as you were pointing out earlier, to kind of enjoy it sometimes. You end up spending all your time and concentrating on employing the airplane as a weapon.
Yeah.
And that, you know, every now and again, it's not common, but every now and again, you get the chance to just kind of enjoy the airplane for what it does. I'm going to turn us around here for a second because we're kind of getting in the corner again of that airspace. Let me just kind of point us back towards the middle, and then I'll let you have it again. Okay, we're kind of pointed back towards the middle again.
Okay.
It's all yours.
Boy, it must be cramped when you have to fly a long ways or a long time.
Oh, it sure is. I've crossed both the Pacific and the Atlantic in this airplane.
Wow.
I don't recommend it. It gets very old. You can see you can't really stretch out.
Yeah.
And you just get cramped, and you try and do isometrics and stuff to try and keep yourself, you know, blood flowing around.
Uh-huh.
But it is a bit cramped and a bit of a pain in the neck. Not to mention, there's no facilities.
I remember a few years ago seeing a story off the West Coast somewhere. Somebody crashed his plane while he was trying to pee.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Oh, in an F-16?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Oh, is that right?
That's a whole nother story.
He made the A-wire.
What's that?
That's like that's the top service of the AP. You know, where all the big news goes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, that was kind of a poor reason to lose a multi-million-dollar airplane.
I bet that didn't do his career much good.
Actually, it didn't hurt him much.
Oh, is that right?
You'd think it would have, but he was pretty young at the time. And basically they looked at it like, well, he screwed up. He knows he screwed up, and he's learned from it.
Well, that's good. I didn't think the military was big on second chances.
Well, they're getting less and less so. But you know, this guy, it's not like he was relatively young, and they just kind of looked at it and said, you know, he really, he just kind of messed up a little bit, and in a way that was understandable.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, you know, obviously it wasn't a good thing for him, but
Right.
it didn't hurt him as much as you might think.
Huh.
He basically kind of recovered from that stigma just a year or two later.
Huh. Good. That's great.
Well, everybody makes mistakes. It's just, you know, you hope you don't make big ones. And
Yeah.
he made kind of a medium-sized one, and just the consequences were kind of far out of proportion.
Yeah, well, I mean, doesn't the military sometimes threaten to make you pay for the airplane? All right,
Well-
it's a fine, isn't it? I mean, I've heard of that.
Now, if you were negligent, they
Yeah.
can basically take away your pay. They can put you in jail, but they can't really... I've never heard of anyone actually trying to, or being forced to sort of reimburse the military.
Yeah.
Frankly, there's no way you could do it.
Well, I know, but a friend of mine once who was in the Army was telling me about that, and that's what they called it. But obviously you can't pay for...
Like
I mean, you can't be
restitution kind
yeah.
of thing. Yeah, I don't
It
think...
sounded more like a fine.
Well, this airplane cost the Air Force probably about $15 million when they bought it.
Huh.
And, you know, you can't possibly pay for it.
Yeah.
Even if you're looking at before inflation and everything else
Right.
is taking its toll.
Even if you win the Powerball.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. We're just getting close to running out of airspace time. We got another 5 minutes or so, so I'll let
Okay.
you kind of mess around there. But the other side is we could go into the pattern back in Burlington and kind of beat up the pattern a little bit.
Yeah, that would be fun.
You know, whatever you prefer.
Well, hey, you're the leader, you know. Show me what you can do, or what you can show me.
All right. Well, I'll take the airplane.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to kind of speed it up a little bit. And I'm going to make a right-hand 270-degree turn to start heading towards Burlington.
Okay.
And I'll have to talk to the center controller here.
Okay.
Okay. Boston, Maple 22.
Maple 22, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Ready to RTB from Yankee. I'd like 15000 direct Burlington if able.
Maple 22, you clear direct to Burlington. Maintain 15,000. Burlington altimeter 3024.
Maple 22, 15000 direct Burlington 3024. Yankees cold.
Maple 22, copy that.
Okay, I'm going to turn
United
back
1064,
so it's
descend and
closer.
maintain
Okay.
11,000. The Burlington altimeter is 3022.
All right, and I actually got to listen to a radio here for a sec, get the ATIS information.
Burlington altimeter 3024.
Burlington Tower information, Bravo 1254 Zulu, automated weather. Windcom, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 21, dew point 17, altimeter 3024. Visual approach in use, landing runway 15 and runway 19er. Land and host road operations are in effect. Burlington Airport NOTAMs, Burlington ILS runway 15 and runway 33 are out of service. Advise on initial contact, you have information, Bravo.
Okay, there's information, Bravo. We'll start heading back and we'll see if we can find yours or your dad's place.
Okay. It should be pretty easy.
May 91, contact Boston Center 123.87.
Boy, you're right on time.
What's that?
Well, I told them it'd probably be around 9:30.
Oh, okay. Well, we're about 7 minutes from there. Let me see if I can speed up and get
Well,
there a
that's-
little bit quicker.
That's close enough, believe me.
I didn't realize we were on a clock here.
Oh, no, we're not. We're not at all. I mean, they just told me it would be about 8:30, and they figured 45 minutes or so, and so... But there's no need to rush. They'll...
We'll get on down there. I can kind of narrow the time gap a little bit without going supersonic.
Yeah.
United 1064, turn 20 degrees left, vectors for the descent, leaving 13,000.
I've made this flight in little planes, and boy, it takes a lot longer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Maple 22, descended pilot's discretion to maintain 11,000. Burlington altimeter again 3024.
Maple 22's out of 15 from 11,000 on 024.
Roger.
Okay, we're going to have to kind of look, because I think we're going to have to jink a little bit to the left
Okay.
in order to get into that same area, because we're a little bit north of where we were originally. But here, well, you know, here's something for your tape. We're doing 9.95 Mach.
Wow.
Okay, it doesn't look it or feel any different, does it?
No, not at all.
Well, you're going through the Mach, it doesn't feel any different than either.
Huh.
So it's just, you know, all you do is you look at the airspeed indicator and say, yep, I'm Mach whatever.
Spirit 91 Boston.
Is there a sonic boom when you break the sound barrier?
There is on the ground, but you wouldn't notice it here.
Huh.
It's all aft of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the wake of a boat.
Huh.
It's nothing that's going to affect you being in the boat. Okay, yeah, I'm going to actually tell Boston we'll talk to him later.
Okay.
Boston, Maple 22.
Maple 22, yes, go ahead.
Yes, sir, I'd like to cancel IFR and just proceed VFR between here and Burlington, if able.
Okay, I understand your VFR. Do you want to stand at frequency? I'll hand you off to Burlington.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'd just like to kind of meander my way back towards Burlington.
Maple 22, roger. Standing code for advisors.
Maple 22 Wilco, I'll be out of 11,000 for about 5,500. Okay, there you can see off to the left, just a little bit forward, is the Montpelier Airport.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of off in the distance there.
Yeah.
You can see Barrie off right on the left side. Montpelier's more forward. We're kind of coming at it from, we're looking at it from the north right now.
Yeah.
I'll try and bring you into this little area you were talking about.
United 1064, contact Burlington approach 121.1. Right on.
Oh, okay, that's the Middlesex Reservoir right below us. Okay.
Right
That's
below
what
us
that
here?
is, yeah. Or it's Wrightsville, it's called.
Well, I'll
So
trust
actually,
you.
this is perfect.
You tell me where we need to go, and I'll.
Okay.
We're coming up on the Interstate 89.
Okay. Actually, this is like perfect.
Focus 97,
Going
radar
to
contact
parallel
is
the
lost as
interstate
usual.
here.
No, it's like you're right over it right now.
Right
That
down
sounds
there?
Yeah. Actually, that's where is the pond? Oh, yeah. Okay, I know where. That was close enough. Actually,
was that
look
for your
at
dad?
that. Yeah, that's there.
Oh, if you want, we can swing by again.
Okay,
Unit
sure.
680 Boston, excuse me, Boston Center, Machine Altimeter 3027, and if you
We'll
have
just
the weather,
kind
I
of
don't have
spin
any.
around and... You doing okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
This
still a
is
little
great.
bit
You want the
G or
ILS?
3 Gs or so, but...
I thought you were supposed to grunt.
Yeah, but I guess I don't worry about it until I get over about 4 Gs.
Yeah.
Roger, report the airport and site commuter 680. I believe the ILS may be going on here soon. I don't know what
Okay,
time
you
schedule
tell
is.
me. It should be somewhere.
Okay, it's...
Is there... I see a
There's-
pond here. Is it near that pond?
Radio 680, report the airport inside for the visual approach.
See the pond on the left here? Just a little pond.
Yeah. Okay, it's to the right,
Okay.
and...
Again, at 321 Boston
There,
Center.
okay, right below us, right now, right there.
That cemetery?
That's it. No, that pond right there, that's it.
It's near that cemetery, huh?
Yeah, on the other side of the woods.
Okay, tell you what, I'm going to bend it back again.
Oh.
I'm going to go that way anyway.
Okay.
Is it on the west side or the east side of the cemetery?
It's to the east of the cemetery.
Okay, is it in the woods there?
It's right in this little valley. There's a road. It's right off that.
Maple 22, contact
So if you
Burlington
went
approach
right down
360.8.
Maple 22, we'll see you. Okay. Well, I see that little valley you're talking about.
Yeah, and there it's right over there off the left, right down there. That's perfect.
United
Okay.
1064 negative, it's out of
I'm
service.
sure they got a view of that.
Okie doke.
United 1064, descend at pilot's discretion, maintain 5,500.
We're going to go on back towards Burlington now. Where is
Okay.
your house?
That's if you fly right on the other side of these mountains here.
Yeah.
If you fly right, where's Route 100? There's Route 100. It's just east of Route 100.
Okay, well, we'll kind of come up this way.
Okay.
Burlington approach.
Actually, if you see that big
Maple
building
22
right-
Burlington approach, ident, please.
One
See,
second.
there's the golf course. Yeah, you're right over it. You're
Maple
going to go
22
right
with a
over it,
flash.
just
We're
like this.
currently just on the other side of the mountains on the east side from you. We'll be VFR.
Yeah,
and
right
back
below
towards your
the
way in
right
just a
side of the
moment.
airplane. We're
Maple
right over
22 is
my
radar
house.
contact, 20 miles southeast of the Burlington Airport. Burlington
Right
altimeter
there by that white
324.
car.
You're going to do some sightseeing before you come in?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Maple 22, roger.
Okay, sorry, I was talking on the radio there.
No,
United
that's
pilot's
okay. You
discretion,
went
maintain
perfectly
4,000,
over our
flight the
house.
fields in sight, 1
All
o'clock,
right,
20
well, I'll tell you
miles.
what. We'll come back and we'll do a little loop back that way, and then we'll go right on into Burlington.
Great.
In fact, you can see out to the left side Mount Mansfield
Yeah.
and, Stowe. You can see some of the trails.
United 1064, that's approved. Descend pilot's
Okay,
discretion,
well, just
maintain
turn around here.
4,500.
And see if I can't find us that same area you were talking about. So you're saying it's right in here somewhere? We're coming down that same route. You can see the dam off on the right. We're going
Yeah.
straight south, basically, towards the highway.
No, this is perfect.
Okay?
Oh,
Here,
okay,
tell
we're
you
up a little. Okay, no, we're on the other side of the road. But that's
Yes.
okay.
I'll fly kind of over the side so you can see it, hopefully.
Yeah. No, we went over it. We
Oh, we already went by?
Yeah, perfectly.
Okay.
Oh, actually, we're right over it again. Takes me a second to get my bearings here.
Yeah, no, I can understand. There's the interstate right there. Oh, kind of come up the interstate on the way back. Approach Maple 22.
Calling approach, say again.
Maple 22, about 17 southeast. Would like to come up visually for initial.
Maple 22, continue inbound and maintain at or above 3,500. There's traffic you'll be following about 10 west of the field. I keep you advised.
Maple 22 at or above 3.5 will come. And there's
United 1064
Camels
is going to
Hump on the
maintain
left.
2,000.
Yeah.
Burlington Airport's at 2 o'clock and 2 miles
And
before
way
the
off to
site.
the right, the higher peak on the left side, kind of a little bit, is Mount Mansfield.
Yeah.
And United 1064, I think I stepped on you. Did you call the field in sight?
You have locked up part of the traffic going into Burlington. You can see that on the radar screen.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Okay, and I'm going to slow down a little bit. And I'm actually going to go a little bit to the side here so that we don't go right over the airport, cause too much trouble.
Maple 22, maintain VFR and fly heading 350, vector for sequence.
Maple 22 is coming right to 350 right now. Okay, and I'm going to slow down
Base
just a
97,
little
Burlington
bit.
approach, expect visual approach runway 19er.
We'll come in, we'll do a couple closed patterns.
Wiggins
they call them.
97, I enable that right now.
Okay.
So we'll be flying just kind of
United
right around the Burlington
1064,
Airport.
Bears Field at 2 o'clock and 9 miles reported in sight.
Okay.
United 1064, clear visual approach runway 15, contact Burlington Tower 118.3. Wiggins 97, fly heading 350, make it 340, vector for the visual approach runway 19er. Wiggins 97, you request a left turn 10 degrees, or that's a left turn 10 degrees for the 340
My
head?
house is actually right down here on the left in Essex.
Okay, thank you.
Ah.
That works fine.
And it's a little easier for me. I'm used to looking at the world
Maple
this
22,
way.
you can expect
Yeah.
to go about 10 miles north of the field for sequencing. The traffic that you're following
Well, and
is
you're
at
flying
10
a little
o'clock and
plane,
you
6
gotta-
miles,
Okay.
a DC-9 out of, correction, 727 out of 3,000.
I'm sorry, is that Maple 22, I understand the 10 miles further north. Is the traffic following currently about 310 for 18 miles?
Maple 22, you were stepped on. Yeah, the traffic is about 2 west of the final right now. He's at your 9 o'clock and about 5 miles for Maple 22. That's the traffic ahead of you.
Maple 22 searching.
Cessna Zero Tango Alpha Burlington,
There's a
approach
Boeing
squawk
727.
02.
It's coming into the field that works for
623.
United.
Oh, yeah?
It's over there right now, and they're just trying to give us plenty of spacing on them.
Sure. Do you see it?
No, oh yeah, I do actually. April 22,
Huh.
traffic in sight.
April 22, roger, continue present heading for another 3 miles and then clear correction, proceed inbound for runway 15 to initial.
April 22, we'll go. Yeah, you see the island out in the lake?
Uh-huh.
Look right about at the island now. You can see a little airplane.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's actually a 727. It don't look like much from here, but
April 22, contact tower, you can start your base turn at your discretion.
April 22, contact tower, see ya.
Thanks for the help.
Thank you. Tower, April 22 is with you at 4.0, basically on an extended base for initial 15.
April 22, Braun Tower, roger, you can bring it right in for runway 15.
April 22, and I'll be requesting a couple closed patterns.
April 22, roger.
Okay, they're basically saying we can do what we want now. We gave the 727 plenty of room.
Okay.
There's Grand Isle and Lake Champlain. You can see in Plattsburgh off on the right side.
Well, this is pretty.
Yeah. That's the old Plattsburgh Air Force Base, that huge piece of concrete.
Yeah.
And
That's a
City just
956,
to the north.
roger. After you get established on departure, you can fly heading 170 for now.
and we'll come in towards the airport, which is actually out there on our left side.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of cruise on in, and then we'll do some of those overhead patterns you were talking about earlier. South Maple 22. Stand by one. Go ahead. Yeah, Maple 22, we're about 10 minutes out from landing right now. We're on a short initial. We'll do a couple close
1064,
patterns
turn right
before landing.
taxiway Bravo, cross runway 19er, taxi terminal ramp, remain my frequency.
Say again for 22.
Taxiway Delta is open. You gonna be landing 15?
Affirmative, landing 15, Delta's open, and we'll be, or code 1 at this airplane.
Copy that.
Okay, here we're going to come, you see Burlington, nice
Yeah.
and pretty off the right side. And little bits of Winooski and Colchester on the left. We're coming right over the runway right about, well, in about 5 seconds.
Okay.
And we're going to start a left-hand turn to stay in that little pattern we were talking about.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. You're right over the runway. Now we'll just kind of turn around here so that we can get
Maple
set up to
22,
land.
runway 15, cleared low approach.
Maple 22, cleared low approach, request closed.
Maple 22, approved.
22. Okay, we roll out sort of parallel, and here's where we're going to slow down, lower the landing gear,
Okay.
and basically I just look and make sure, yep, landing gear is down and normal, the hydraulic pressure is fine, and then we'll kind of come over Costco.
150, contact departure.
You know where Costco is?
121.1.
Of course.
Oh, well, you know,
My
I don't know.
wife spends all her time there.
Well, there's Costco on the left side. You can see it with
it's
the
not
rid
true.
stripe building.
Cessna 0 Tango
Yeah.
Alpha Braun Tower, roger,
we'll just
continue
turn
runway
left
15,
right around
traffic F-16 and left traffic.
And drop on down so that we can come in. We'll get very close to landing, but we won't quite land.
Okay.
Okay? And then I'll kind of blast us off again. And we'll kind of do the same thing all over again. Well, this could be kind of a rush. Just, you know, it's kind of like taking off all over again. Okay, we're all set up. If you look in the HUD, you can see I put that little airplane symbol.
Uh-huh.
That tells me where I'm going, so I just kind of put it right, you know, right at the beginning of the runway.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where I'll end up. Okay, we're right down here, right just about where we would land.
Wiggins 97, Braun
And
Tower,
I'll just kind of
roger.
blast us off again. Maple 22's on the go for closed.
Bingo. Bingo.
Maple 222, roger, make left traffic. Traffic at BE 99, 3 miles south, east of the field, entering the left base for runway 19er.
Maple 22 will look for the B99.
Wiggins 97, I'll call your base, runway 19er, traffic at 16 inside, on the left downwind for runway 15.
Okay, we're going to be looking for another little airplane that's flying around in here.
Okay.
Okay, we just come right up here, just kind of back parallel to the runway again.
Cessna 1 Juliet,
See how easy?
roger, runway 15, section Alpha, fly runway heading no delay, traffic at 16, left downwind. Maple 22, expect cable turning final.
Maple 22, Wilco, and would like to request another low approach. If you like, we'll re-enter.
Maple 22, negative, got a Cessna about 3.5 mile final, slow moving, start your base.
Maple 22 is base gear, and if no low approach, I'd rather re-enter from here.
Maple 22, roger, I'll be able to get you one more left traffic after this low approach.
Maple 22. Okay, looks like they'll let us do this one more time, and then they're going to make us land.
Okay.
Cessna 0 Tango Alpha, traffic
We're
at
starting to
16,
gum up
short
the
final,
works.
runway 15.
What's that?
Hold short, runway
We're starting to
19er.
gum up the works a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is okay. I mean, we're allowed a little bit.
Maple 22, traffic at Cessna off the departure end, he'll be turning southbound.
Maple 22, searching.
Cessna 1 Juliet Sierra, turn right,
There's
heading
the beach.
170.
Maple 22, traffic, the beach, and the Cessna in sight.
Maple 22, roger, maintain visual on the Cessna off the departure end. I'd like you to extend an upwind about a half a mile.
Maple 22, Wilco.
Wiggins 97, start base, runway 19er.
Okay, we're going to kind of
traffic at Cessna on a
do
mile
this a little
final
bit
for
different.
runway
There's a little
15.
Cessna we're going to pass
Altitude.
off the right side. You're going to have a look at him here in a sec, okay?
Okay.
Cessna 1 Juliet
You
Sierra,
see him
turn
on the right side there?
190, contact departure.
He's coming up, and we're going to pass him.
Oh,
in
yeah,
just a
I
sec.
see him.
Maple 22, you can start a left crosswind at or above 2,000 into downwind. Traffic at BE 91, BE 99 on a mile final for 19er.
Maple 22 is coming left for downwind at or above 2. Okay, they want us to kind of come around here, and there's another airplane that's landing on the other runway that they don't want us to hit, which is kind of nice.
That seems reasonable to me.
Well, I hope you've had fun. We're going to land on this next one.
Okay, are you kidding? It's too bad we couldn't do it every week.
I got to admit that would be nice.
No. Oh, yeah.
Maple 22, I can take you back to initial at Cessna. Traffic now 3/4 of a mile for runway 15, slow moving.
Maple 22 has the traffic in sight.
Maple 22, roger. Would you prefer initial or just to extend it downwind for a left base?
Tell you what, how about if I just re-enter initial about 5 miles?
Maple 22, approved as requested. Proceed to initial.
Maple 22, initial for 15. Okay, there's another Cessna that's coming in to land on the same runway, and he
Cessna 0 Tango Alpha, full length.
was
is
kind of
available.
worried about us hitting that one, so instead we're going to go back up and do it just like we did when we first got back here.
Okay.
Wiggins 97, right turn at the end, remain this frequency, taxi parking.
Here's Mallett's Bay.
Uh-huh.
See all the sailboats all kind of in that nice little cove there.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to turn kind of around again here.
Maple 22, you can start your turn to initial.
Maple 22's coming left now for a 5 mile initial.
Cessna 0 Tango Alpha, turn right runway 19er, contact ground point 9er. Traffic will be in F-16 overhead.
Okay, we get to see Burlington again.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll fly again right over the runway.
Maple 22 will be a full stop after this overhead, or would you like another low approach?
Maple 22, short initial for full stop.
Maple 22, roger.
Okay, we're gonna come right over the runway again. And then this time we'll land though.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, right over the runway, and now we're gonna turn.
Ooh.
Okay, and we'll
Maple
start
22,
slowing down.
runway 15, clear to land. South barrier indicates up. Wind 110 at 4.
Maple 22 is cleared to land at base gear stop. Okay, well that'll do it.
Okay.
We'll turn around now, real nice, right over Costco again. Can't go by here without going by Costco. And we'll come in and land on this one.
Wind 090
There's
at 4.
McDonald's, the Fairfield Inn.
Yeah.
We're gonna tick off all the people in Winooski.
Well, they must get used to it living under the runway or the flight path.
You'd think so, but there are a few people that call us about once a month, and they are always livid.
Going 4375.
I
The
feel
price of
for 'em.
freedom.
I feel for them, but it's kind of like, hey, we were here a long time before you were.
Yeah.
Surge 400, Braun Tower, roger. Continue runway 15, maybe 1 ATR departing prior to your arrival.
Okay. Yeah, that is that. Keep the airplane up like this just because it acts like more of there's more airplane into the wind. Helps you slow down a little bit without using up the brakes too bad.
Okay.
Here in just a second I'm going to get on the brakes so you'll feel a little bit of a pulse forward.
Okay.
Okay, starting that right now.
Maple 22 left at the in contact squadron.
Maple 22, we'll go, thanks. Okay, that was pretty mild. Remember we were talking about the cable and the hook?
Yeah.
Here's that cable right now.
Oh, huh.
They raise it and lower it for us. Just as a precaution in case the brakes didn't work for some reason.
Gunlink 4375, runway 15, taxi position and hold. Traffic at Jetstream, 5 mile follow.
Have you ever done that? I mean, caught the hook?
Only for practice, personally. There have been other folks that have actually needed to. Okay, let's go ahead and safe our seats.
Okay, put the lever up, right?
Right, that's correct. All the way up so you can see the yellow and the black.
The lever is up.
Gunlink 4375, runway 15, fly runway heading cleared.
Gee, all that training for nothing.
Well, we got ourselves a 1 hour sortie with the taxi time added in. That'll be about an hour and 5 minutes. So.
Wow.
I'm not sure where they're going to check us out here.
Well, I'll let you worry about that.
22. Yeah, I'm going to call them on the radio here.
Maple 22, my good.
Yeah, I've been 1325 out here at the South D-arm. Are you going to plan on D-arming me or just pin me back when I get to the chocks? There's nothing really to pin other than that.
You've got a missile on, haven't you?
Nah, they didn't even give me one of those.
Charlie's this morning. We'll pin you in the jacks, thanks.
Okay.
And park spot 12, please.
Maple 22, 1325, going to spot 12. We are down at 51 after for a 1.1. Code 1.
It's quite a trip.
Yeah, they're going to let us go all the way back and take care of looking over the airplane when we get there.
Okay.
Okay.
How long will those other guys be out on their training mission? who were leaving when we were?
Oh, they'll be out there another 20 minutes, half an hour most likely. It depends on the mission again. They could be air refueling. They could be out there for another hour and a half if they wanted to be.